and welcome back. Today I want to talk about technicality, skilled violinists, and why they often lose to less experienced players. Why is technique not always enough for good performance, and how you can adapt your music strategy? Why do some violinists who play worse are getting more visibility, gigs, and success? This is MaryAnnViolin channel, and let's begin. I want to start with a personal story because while growing up I was always surrounded by classically trained violinists, and for me they were perfect. They were fast and flawless and many other things I didn't have. I remember many times catching myself thinking that I'm not good enough and I would never obtain such music skills as them for proper virtuosity. And you cannot imagine how much surprised I became when I got to know that most of the people who were a very big example for me ended up with a very small amount of job offers, and some of them even quit music industry a couple years after the graduation. And it low-key kind of reminded me of school days when the best students ended up with low-paying jobs, and those students who were almost never good, they became successful in life. And it made me start thinking, because at one point it seemed pretty much unfair to me, but at the same time I was trying to understand it for myself, for the sake of my future and for reaching my future goals. And here's the trick: people focus so much on technicality that they forget about soul, emotions, and the message they want to send to their listener. It's as if you're able to speak perfectly, but if you have nothing to say, no one listens. For me, this is the #1 reason that always keeps people from making a huge step up to a brighter future. And this is why, apart from technique, there are a couple more things you might want to pay your attention to. First of all, sound. It should be warm, expressive, deep, and more important, it should fit the style of music that you're playing. So get soft and romantic with lounge music. And don't forget to add some expression while playing something upbeat. Even without perfect intonation, if your sound is good enough, if your sound is emotional, it will connect people. And I do not say that you should forget about intonation at all. Just practice focusing on some other things apart from the perfect pitch. In the end, music is about emotion, not a sport. Plus, I mentioned it in previous videos, but I'll say it again. You can create lots of additional magic by using some extra effects like reverbs, echoes, delays. You can also play with frequencies and search for your perfect sound that will allow you to let go a bit of technicality in order to get more expression. This perfectly works for electric instrument and will definitely open more sound variety options for you. Next, and sometimes even more important, but not as important as you helping me to reach my 10K followers goal. So please, if you like the video, don't forget to like and follow and comment and send it to your friends. It will help the channel grow and reach more musicians who might need to hear this information. So please, please, please do it. Thank you in advance. Let's continue. So important thing is stage presence. It's all about the act, how you move, how you smile and connect with the audience, how good are your face expressions and body language, how confident you feel in the moment. This is why, and I know it's absolutely unpopular opinion, especially among classical musicians, but it is very, very important to work on your physiques, meaning you should do at least some kind of sports to feel comfortable in your own body. Plus, you should know which kind of outfits and makeup match you the best. These are very simple, basic, and maybe unusual things to talk about. And also, yes, I understand that there are lots of musicians who just look good and maybe they do some fancy moves on stage, but in the end they're not playing well. So you're basically just getting like a doll picture instead of art. But try to look at this from the other side. If you're already a good performer, if you have your techniques, you have your emotion, you have your message that you want to give to people, it won't hurt to look good. It will definitely catch more attention, it will bring you more gigs, because people will see that you're already an amazing musician and you also look amazing and you also have amazing stage presence and you know how to move around the stage perfectly. And it will give you the most important, they will know that you can present yourself properly. Think about it as if you're watching some big artist on a Super Bowl or Eurovision. You want to see something beautiful. You want to see art in every aspect, because no one wants an artist who doesn't like its own reflection in the mirror. So if you want to go big, think big. In this chapter, I also want to highlight the face expressions. because lots of violinists, like huge amount of them, they have the same problem with stressing their faces so much that they end up with some very serious, tough, or even silly grimace on their faces while playing violin. But good news, it's also fixable because you can learn and control it. Easy. It's just a simple skill for your muscle. Same like you were training to control your muscles on the violin, with the bow and with the strings. Same, you can learn to control your face. So if you have this problem, start playing some hard pieces that you already know in front of the mirror. Watch yourself and concentrate on your face. It will definitely take time, but if you start now, you will get better every day. So just chill, loosen yourself, and start concentrating just a bit more on your image. And the same goes to your body. It's like a step 2 after beating your face expression. Because in modern performances, musicians are often required to move around the stage or move around the venue. And even if you're standing on the same place, at least you should do some nice moves while performing. And all of this is also the same muscle skill that can be learned. So the goal here is to move flawlessly, as if you're one with the music, as if you're feeling it with your whole body and soul. For ladies, of course, it gets a bit harder since we are required to wear high heels most of the times. So it's a good thing to play the song you like at home. Wear your high heels and start walking to the rhythm. Try turning or balancing on one or another foot. Start creating your signature moves, even if it's just small moves. Try moving only with your upper body. Then try moving only with your lower part of the body. Try moving your hips or shoulders. Find the appropriate way to do it for different types of music, because depending on the song and style, different moves might apply. Search for them, experiment, don't be scared to try something new, and most important, don't be scared to look silly. It's only you and yourself in the room. It's only you and the mirror. Again, all these things, they're not coming all at once. You need to practice. But if you succeed, this is a really nice skill, especially if you're looking for some kind of overseas contracts. And if you want to spice it up a bit, and if you have this availability, try taking some dancing classes, or simply try to dance along with some YouTube tutorials. It will help you to work on your flexibility and strength. And trust me, just trust me on that, you will definitely like the effect in the end. The next step is easier, but unfortunately doesn't get used that much. And I think it's a very big mistake, to be honest. It's your visibility and online presence. I told it before, I'll say it again. Please work on your social medias. Make quality photos, make videos, record music covers, post some interesting music content, do backstage videos, make stories of your live performances, for example. Even if you do not have proper quality smartphone, there are still options. You can enhance the quality of your material using some applications, or you can simply use one of your friends' smartphones. There are always possibilities to find some kind of way out of it. And even if you cannot do that, just post what you have. Start with something. Especially in the beginning, if you're just looking how to jump into the music market and you're looking for gigs, looking how to start, then you should post, and you should post a lot. Put hashtags, make sure that people are able to find you. Make sure to grab their attention, at least somehow. There are lots of ways and also video tutorials to help you do that, so I'm not even gonna talk about this topic here. And if you ask me why you should do that, it's simply because you and only you are the one who should work on your reputation and recognition. No one's gonna make it for you. And if you do that now, later on it will work for you. Later on you can chill a bit. So please don't underestimate it. You can be the best and the most skilled violinist in the world, but if no one sees you or hears you, it doesn't matter. And the last but not the least is self-marketing and repertoire. This topic is more about the importance of talking to the clients, pricing yourself properly and following up, and also creating the repertoire that sells. Unfortunately, many skilled violinists, again, they don't know how to do these things properly. And they will end up with the fact that a less experienced and street smart violinist will often book the gig instead of a home smart virtuoso. I already have detailed videos on these topics, so I won't spend time on this right now. You can find these videos in the playlist called Violin Business 505. I think I will leave it for you somewhere here, or you can just go to the channel and simply find it by yourself. So let's summarize everything I told you here. You should definitely keep your technique, but don't forget to develop the rest. This is sound, this is stage confidence, this is your social presence, this is communication, and repertoire that works. Ask yourself, do I want to play perfectly, or do I want to inspire people and get paid? And the hint, you can do both, but not by focusing on technique alone. Because being a classical musician, classical violinist is definitely powerful. There's no doubt in that. But in today's industry, the ones who succeed are artists and entrepreneurs, not just technicians, unfortunately. So think smart, learn some new skills. That's it for today, my lovely people. Comment below if you felt any kinds of the mentioned problems in your career and tell us how you dealt with it. Please share this video with a fellow musician who might need to hear it, and subscribe, please, for more videos about freelance life, about gigs, and about how to grow your music career. You can also find lots of pop music tutorials on this channel, along with sheet music and backing tracks that you can find and purchase through the links below. It could be one by one or with the bundles of a full collection. So check it out, I'm sure you're gonna find something interesting, especially for you. This is MaryAnnViolin channel. Please follow and see you next time. Bye!